Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the dugout.
The dugout, boys and girls.
What's up?
We're back, man. We're back.
Okay.
We miss you guys, man. I'm not lying.
Yeah, we've not been gone for a while. It's not that we used to go, but we've been trying to be consistent now.
No, it's not easy now.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. But we're back. We're back.
And guess what else is back? Club football on the weekends.
I'm so emotional.
Have you done the handover, remote handover stuff?
Can I hand over? Is it not? If it's too bad, I go outside, go watch my ball now.
My brother, you know. But
funny enough, I live in a house where I pretty much have access to the TV whenever I want.
True.
And to a large extent, that's the reason why I really can't complain. But there are days where there's nothing beats watching the game with friends.
True.
Nothing beats watching the game, yeah, you know, especially when Arsenal is losing. You understand? Yeah, you need to see when Goyi becomes very, very calm.
Okay.
I like his calmness.
Okay. Since you started with Arsenal, let's start with Arsenal now. So what do you think Arsenal chances are this season when it comes to the Premiership?
Okay, so if it had been last season, I probably have said Arsenal could go on to win the league. But Arsenal have strengthened in positions where they needed to strengthen, especially in the front. Getting a striker, Gyökeres, yes. And a lot of people are saying he's doing like this now. We hope it does not become like this.
No, that was even before he scored his first goal.
For our listeners or our viewers across the Atlantic, whenever something goes horribly wrong, sometimes people just tend to put their hands on their head. That's what I was basically alluding to. So Arsenal have signed Gyökeres. We've seen a couple of other signings. Madueke hopefully will be able to assist Bukayo Saka and take up some of the pressure off Saka and Martinelli. I think Trossard is still in the squad as well. They've gotten Zubimendi, you know, and a couple of other players. So Arsenal they have a fair chance. But another thing that I feel might be that I don't think might work for them, or that might work against them. Let me not say against. With everything that's going on, they are not the only team that has strengthened.
Definitely.
So
the league is stronger right now.
So the league is stronger. And
we're even hearing that Tottenham is about to sign Eze that was
Eze and Savinho.
Well,
Savinho. So now this is the thing.
Anyway.
Tottenham seem to be making moves as well. They are playing in the Champions League after all.
After winning,
regardless of where they finished. The good thing is that it was not Manchester United. Because imagine if it had been Man U that came into the back door. They are Tottenham. It's Tottenham. They wouldn't win the Champions League. I'm sorry. No offense. No, it's true.
Thank God it's not an Arsenal.
No. It's true. You know, but Liverpool have strengthened. Manchester City, we really don't know. Pep is not one you want to rule out. But I personally think he's done his time in the Premier League.
Really? You think he has picked?
I think he's picked. He's picked.
Well, actually, he has picked.
I think he has picked.
But
for Arsenal, if Arteta, I think this is his. As far as if I were an Arsenal fan, I think this should be his last chance.
His last run. For me, I believe Arteta needs to deliver a trophy, a major trophy this season. And when I mean major trophy, yes, he may not deliver the Champions League because it's definitely hard to win it, especially if you don't won it before. He needs to win one of the FA Cup and the Premiership. He actually really needs to win the Premiership.
So he's done the FA Cup before.
No. See, that is FA Cup. It's just like that LeBron's COVID title. That FA Cup has an acceleration because he came in January and it wasn't really his team.
I don't think
so. I'm talking from a fan's perspective.
I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't matter for me. But I'm talking about generally. If he wants to win over the whole Arsenal fan base right now, I mean, they say 85 to 90% of the Arsenal fan base, because there are a lot of Arsenal fans right now, especially some dude called Ligona over there. That no matter what he does, unless he wins the Champions League and the Premiership together, they are still going to be like Arteta out. But at least for him to win over at least 90% of the fans right now, he needs to win the Premier League at the least.
The Premier League is what Arsenal and Arteta should be gunning for.
Now, for him to give himself. I mean, morally, I'm not the board. I don't decide who gets sacked.
Yeah.
But for him to at least appease some of the boards, he needs to bring in minimum the FA Cup. That's what. But I'm not looking at it. I'm just trying to be logical about the whole situation.
I like the fact that you're trying to be logical, but I still think the FA Cup for Arsenal at this point is mediocre. Arsenal have finished second in 3 seasons. Arsenal made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Yeah, quarterfinals, then semi-finals.
Arsenal made it to the semi-finals.
So sort of progress.
Yes. Arsenal made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Arsenal finished second in the Premier League, only to Liverpool, who not only won the Premier League but also made it to the finals of the Carabao Cup and lost to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Newcastle are not playing in Europe. Manchester City had a horrible season, but made it to the finals of the FA Cup and lost to Crystal Palace.
Liverpool and Newcastle are playing in Europe.
They're not playing in the Champions League. Yes, Crystal Palace are also not playing in the Champions League. They are playing in. They're supposed to play in the Europa League. When they're saying due to dual club ownership, they're playing in the Conference League. What I'm saying is, with Arsenal's trajectory, yes, if you win the FA Cup, you have won something. It's not bad. But I think we should not be I'm saying we like I'm an Arsenal fan. Arsenal should not be gunning.
I know the combatants.
Arsenal, you cannot. Arsenal should not be gunning the The FA Cup is not bad.
It's not bad, yeah.
The Carabao Cup is not bad. And don't get me wrong. They are not easy.
Do you want to say it again?
The Carabao Cup they are not easy to win. They aren't easy to win.
I don't
whether you like it or not.
See, there's an Arsenal fan in the building. They're doing is behind the camera. Shout out to doing. Please, just let me ask you a question.
Okay.
How do you rate the Carabao Cup?
It is one of those trophies, but it's not what Arsenal should go for this season.
That's see, we have said this, so don't
I know
it's not easy to win, though.
It's not easy to win, but don't rate it.
Whilst I agree, who won the Carabao Cup last season? Newcastle.
Yeah.
How many times did Arsenal beat Newcastle last season?
None.
No, I think once.
No, you did not.
We did not.
You did not beat Newcastle last season.
We did not.
So that's what I'm driving at. It's not easy to win. Arsenal couldn't beat Newcastle last season. So if you win the Carabao Cup, especially if you have to play a Premier League rival in the final, it's not easy to win.
Sure.
You get but it's not what Arsenal should be gunning for. You are the gunners for crying out loud. You should be looking at the Premier League and the Champions League. You might not win the Champions League because it's not really in your history to win the Champions League. If you win it to become a first, yes, shout out to Arsenal. But that Premier League title, that elusive Premier League title, it's been Manchester City, Liverpool that have been chasing each other for the past 6-7 years, barring when Chelsea under Conte made an appearance and disappeared. It's in all Manchester City. True. It's about time for Arsenal to step up, and they can step up. It's not about no money now. Arsenal have been able to sign. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, let me say this for anybody that's willing to listen. The Premier League is a super league.
You said that.
The Premier League is a freaking super league. Because do you know what it means for Sunderland to be able to take away the captain or sign off the captain of a team that went unbeaten to win the Bundesliga? Talking about Granit Xhaka. When he had other other clubs cutting him. And Sunderland just came from relegation. What it means is that they were able to offer him something that quite a number of other teams were not willing or were not able to match or were not able to offer. The kind of money that teams like Sunderland, the kind of money that teams like Aston Villa, the kind of money that teams like Crystal Palace are willing to spend in the transfer window, and it's also in terms of salaries. A lot of average teams that win their position in other leagues cannot spend that kind of money. So for that in itself alone, the Premier League is already competitive. But it's just been Manchester City all along. True. Arsenal at a point we're chasing, at the point where Liverpool have finally won it. I think it's about Arsenal's turn. And if you don't take your chance now, you do your own.
Personally, I think Arsenal is actually strong right now. I mean, overall. But the only issue, like I said before, is that every other team is stronger.
And I just hope that you don't get too many injuries.
No, that's everybody's prayer. It's not just Arsenal's prayer.
Yeah, because I think that's one thing that worked in Liverpool.
Last season, Arsenal had injuries, City had injuries, and Liverpool just had maybe a little bit of injuries. And
then there were conversations where Liverpool got favorable calls way more than any other team in the league.
I'm not even going to revisit that.
I'm just saying.
That one is gone.
I'm just saying.
Something happened again in the Community Shield.
Yeah.
But at least football won.
Yes, football won. Yeah.
Just say that. So, we did beat Newcastle in our last encounter in this season 1-0. Just to correct that. Yeah.
Okay.
After losing 3 games
in a row. Okay.
But at least we shall beat them.
Beat Newcastle.
And then we beat them in the preseason 2-3-2.
Are you counting that? Without Isak?